And we are live. Welcome back with Murphy Mac to another episode of the Fitness Beginner Podcast, where we help you get started on your fitness journey. What is up, folks? Hope y'all having a great day so far. Hope y'all have a great week. Start the week off right. Do something to get better, to work on yourself, to work towards your goals, whatever that may be. We got another podcast for y'all today. Today's podcast topic is going to be 10 things that you can do right now that anyone can do, no matter where you're at in your fitness journey, no matter who you are, where you're at physically, anything like that. 10 things you can do right now to instantly improve your health. So I thought this was a pretty cool, unique idea because these are just simple, basic, everyday things that you should be doing anyways, but they're good for your health. So that's what we're going to do. Most of these things are going to be pretty common sense that you probably already know, but sometimes it's good to hear that. Say, hey, sometimes you need to hear that. So let's go ahead and hop right into it. I don't really have much else to say before we get started, except y'all see me rocking my Auburn hoodie today. Auburn basketball is dominating right now, so y'all don't even come at me right now because we're number one team in the country. At least we got one thing going for us. Okay, that's one thing. We got basketball going for us because we all know football is a struggle right now. So y'all say a prayer for the football team for next year because we're going to need it. But, hey, we got basketball. That's one thing we got. We're doing good. Shout out to Bruce Pearl. That man's the GOAT. But, yeah, we're going to go ahead and hop right into the podcast topic. Number one, the easiest one you can do that you should be doing anyways, and that's drink more water. It's pretty simple. Drink more water. I think everybody knows that drinking more water, being hydrated is healthy. I think everybody kind of gets that at this point. There's not really much to say about it. But your body is made up of like 60% water, something like that. And your body needs water to do pretty much anything. Like, simple as that. You need water to digest food. You need water to pump blood. You need water just to think clearly. You need water just to function, just to operate. When you're dehydrated, you might feel tired. You might get headaches. You might have trouble focusing. So it's great and it's important to stay hydrated. So how can you start drinking more water? Well, I know everybody's go-to when they want to start drinking more water to get healthier, their go-to is to buy a gallon of water and carry it around with them and drink it. Well, that is a great idea. The whole idea of it is great. I get that. And if you can do that, do it by all means. But I do not recommend this. And the reason I don't recommend you carrying around a gallon bottle of water is because it's not sustainable. You're not going to do that forever. You're not going to carry around a bottle of water, a gallon jug with you every single day. You're not. Plain and simple, you're not going to do it. I see people do this all the time, and by the next week you see them again, they ain't carrying that thing around no more. And it's just because it's inconvenient. I'm not saying you can't do it. You can do it, and it does work. And it's a very easy visual of how much water you've drank that day. But it's just not sustainable. You're not going to carry that thing around forever. One, it's heavy. It's heavy and it's bulky. A gallon jug, so think of like a gallon of milk. It's pretty big and it's heavy when you fill it all the way up. You're not going to carry that thing around. It's heavy. It's to lug around with you. Takes forever to refill it, fill it back up. So I don't recommend people do this because it's just not sustainable. You're not going to do it forever. I recommend getting you a 32-ounce bottle and carry that thing around with you everywhere. Get a reusable bottle. Preferably not plastic if you can. Try not to drink out of plastic. I know we all do. I do it myself. But get one that's reusable. And this will be a lot more sustainable for you. And a 32-ounce is pretty big still. You can even go up to 40 if you want to. Get a 40-ounce, but I probably wouldn't get any bigger. Any bigger is just too big, too clunky, too heavy. You're not going to carry it around. So get you a 32 at minimum. That's what I would get. And this way you're not having to refill it 100 times a day. I mean, 32 it'll last you a pretty good time. But yeah, carry this around with you everywhere you go. If you work at a desk job, have it sitting right there on your desk. So you see it. It's in sight. You can see it. And that'll remind you. If you work outside, just try to keep it close by wherever you're working at. Just try to keep one close so you can get you a sip whenever you need to. If you have to, set a reminder on your phone every hour or every however often. I would say at least once an hour, I would at least drink some water at least once an hour. So set a reminder on your phone once an hour, and when it goes off, hey, I know you know to drink some water. some ways to make it better, because you always hear water just don't taste good. It don't taste good. I don't like it. Well, add some flavor to it. Don't go crazy with the flavors, but add some flavor. Add some lemon. You can put some lemon in your water. You can put. You can even make like the fruit water, like with some cucumbers or something like that. If you've seen the fruit water people make, add the little flavorings, the little Mio flavorings that you know you see out there nowadays. They got all kinds of different brands now. Put some of that in there, make it taste a little bit better, and this makes it more manageable. It's not as bad. But not tasting good is not an excuse for not drinking water. Period. Water literally like don't have a taste. So I don't want to hear that bull crap of, oh, I can't drink water because it don't taste good. That's bull. You can drink water. I promise you. Like, it's not bad. I actually kind of like the taste of water. I guess that don't really make sense because water don't really have a taste. But like I like water. Like period. I don't have to put junk in there to make it taste better because I'm just so used to it. Like I do it all the time, and you will get used to it if you start drinking it on a daily basis. You will get used to it. It's not bad. Just commit to doing it. And if you have to, use the flavorings to your advantage. And then another little hack I recommend is to drink at least a glass of water before every meal. It's going to be good for you. It's going to help fill your stomach up, and it should lead to you eating less calories. So it's like a little hack for eating less when you're on a diet and things like that. So yeah, drink at least a glass of water before every meal, and this will help. And what you can do is, if you're like in the afternoon, if you're feeling a little sluggish or something, I know your first instinct's to reach for a glass of tea or some coffee or a snack. But I suggest try drinking a glass of water instead. Just try this, because sometimes you'll realize, or you'll find out that you're actually just thirsty and you're not as hungry as you think you are. Because sometimes a little glass of water can do the trick. It can kind of satisfy that little hunger or something like that you get in the afternoon. So just try that. Yeah, that's number one. Drink more water. Number two, eat more fruits and vegetables. Plain and simple, eat more fruits and vegetables. Fruits and vegetables are whole foods. They're one ingredient. They grow from the earth. So they're packed with vitamins, packed with minerals. They're packed with fiber. And this is what keeps your body running, keeps your body going. It gives you all the nutrients that you need. They're going to help your immune system. They're going to improve your digestion. They can even boost your mood. So this is another thing, just like water. I think we all know that we need to eat more fruits and vegetables. It's pretty simple. So how can you start doing this? If you make smoothies, you can add spinach or kale to your smoothie. You can snack on things like apple slices, celery. If you like celery, I don't like no celery. I ain't gonna lie. You can dip it in some peanut butter. That would probably make it taste better. But you can snack on like little carrots. I know some people like raw carrots. I don't like raw carrots. I do like carrots that are cooked, but I ain't finna just snack on no carrots. I ain't. But I do see people do that. I don't know. That's not for me. But if that's you, hey, go for it. The carrots are great for you. When you make your plate at lunch or dinner, I suggest filling like at least half your plate with vegetables. I always say get your protein first, then get your vegetables, and then get your carb source after that. So I would say get you a good amount of veggies on your plate for sure. And then a way you can switch it up is just to try new fruits and vegetables. There's all kinds out there that you probably never even heard of. There's tons of fruits and vegetables. There's different ones you can always try. If you don't like certain ones, you can always switch it up, do different ones. There's got to be one out there that you like. There definitely is. I mean, you can't go wrong with fruit. Fruit's good. Pretty much all fruits are good because they're sweet. They got sugar, they taste good. And then vegetables, you just got to find one you like. If you cook them right, they can taste good. I know they're not very exciting, but they are good. I love me some good vegetables too. So switch it up, try different ones, figure out which one you like. A good little hack for this is the next time you go to reach for some chips, instead grab you a handful of grapes, grab you a banana, grab you an apple. Just substitute your snacks that you normally would snack on, your processed snacks, substitute those with some kind of fruit. I promise you it'll satisfy that sweet tooth, because fruit has a lot of sugar in it, but it's natural sugar. It's not added processed sugar at the end. So it's a lot better for you to eat these fruits than than to eat processed stuff. All right, number 3, move your body every day. Sorry, I thought I heard something that got me all thrown off. Now I lost my train of thought. Yeah, number 3, move your body every day. So just be more active throughout your day. I'm not saying you have to work out every single day, but you want to move your body. Exercise is important. It helps you do all kinds of things. It's not good just for losing weight. It's good for strengthening your heart, improving your mood. It's good for giving you energy. Small amounts of movement can make a difference. So just be more, not cautious, but be more like proactive and move your body more throughout the day. And that's simple as just walking, stretching, getting up every hour or so, just to move around so you're not just stagnant all day. So how can you start being more active throughout the day? Take a 10-minute walk after every meal. This is great. Not for movement. I mean, it's great for movement, but it's also great for your digestion as well. That's going to be good for you. So take a quick 10-minute walk after each meal. Incorporate some actual workouts in your daily routine. So some weight training, maybe a little bit of cardio, whatever your goal is at that time. Incorporate that. But I mean, you don't have to do that every day. So just add that in on your workout, on your training days. And then you can do things that are like non-conventional ways of exercise. So think of like sports. I think playing a recreational sport is a great way to increase your daily activity. So basketball, soccer, tennis, disc golf. That's my favorite. I love to play disc golf. Going outside and playing with your kids outside, walking your dog. I like to do that as well. Me and my wife take our little dog for walks all the time. So these are great ways to just improve your movement. You don't have to do nothing crazy. You don't have to go run a marathon every day just to be healthy. You just want to move your body. Just get off the couch, quit watching so much TV, and move yourself. Get outside, get some sunlight, get some fresh air, and this is going to do a lot for your health. Especially if you sit at a desk all day, you need to get up and move for sure. If you're very active, like if you work construction or something, then you're already going to be moving all day. So that's already going to be good for you. You don't really need to add any extra, in my opinion. But if you work a desk job like most of us do, it's very important to stand up, stretch, walk around. And I would do this at least once an hour. Like, you don't have to be long, maybe like 5 minutes. Get up and move your body a little bit. If you have a stand-up desk, use a stand-up desk. Try to stretch a little bit, walk around. I do this myself. I have to be cautious. I mean, I have to like remind myself, hey, it's been a few hours. Maybe you should get up and walk around or something, like walk around the job site or something. And this is great for me for moving my body. So I'm not just sitting there all day, because I'll catch myself sitting at my desk for hours on hours and never getting up. And it's not great for me. So just if you have to, set a reminder. It works great to remind you to get up and move. Number 4, get enough sleep. Notice I didn't say get more sleep. I say get enough sleep. Most people recommend 7 to 9 hours of sleep. So go for 8 hours. I mean, it's going to be a little bit different depending on the person. But yeah, sleep is very important. Sleep is when your body repairs itself. Without enough sleep, you might feel grumpy. You might have trouble focusing. You might get sick more often. Your body's not going to recover as well, especially if you're weight training or if you're doing a lot of endurance training. You need the sleep to recover. You need the sleep to balance kind of your hormones and things like that. So sleep's going to be great. Sleep is literally like the best drug you could ever do for yourself. I know it's not a drug, but if you could bottle up sleep, put it in a bottle and sell it, you would be a gazillionaire, because it's that good for you. Like, it's great. Like, if you put it in a bottle and drink it, like, you would sell the crap out of that stuff. Like, you would sell so much. But you can't, unfortunately. You got to actually go to sleep. So how to improve, how to start getting more sleep, get enough sleep. Go to bed and wake up at the same time every single day, even on the weekends. I know this is hard to do, especially if you work a 9-to-5 job. You work Monday to Friday. And on the weekends, when it rolls around, trust me, I know you want to sleep in Saturday. You want to sleep in Sunday, get that extra sleep. Because I know we all wake up early during the week. I know. But for your circadian rhythm, it's better to wake up at the same time, go to bed at the same time every day. because your body can get in that routine. Your body can get used to it, and it knows, hey, I'm going to go to sleep at this time. I'm going to wake up at this time, and it's good for you to do that. I know this is hard to do, especially when you wake up early on the weekdays. Trust me, I know. I wake up at 4 a.m. on the weekdays, and it is very, very hard for me to wake up at 4 a.m. on the weekend. I know, but I do it, especially right now because I'm training. So I'm getting up and doing my runs in the morning. So sometimes on Saturday I will sleep in. Sunday I definitely get up at 4 because I have to do. Saturday is my long runs, so I'm running hours on Sunday, and I go to church at 9 o'clock on Sunday, 9 a.m. So I have to be done with my running before church. So I get up at, like this morning, I got up at 4 a.m. and I ran 12 miles before church. So I definitely do it on Sunday. Some Saturdays I would, like this Saturday, instead of getting up at 4, I got up at like 5:30. So I still got up early, but I did sleep in a little bit. So just try to do it the best you can to get your body in that rhythm. Another good thing is turn off your screens. So your phones, your computers, your TVs, turn them off at least an hour or so before bed because it gives off the blue light. The blue light tells your body that it's daytime. So your body is not winding down. Your body is not producing that melatonin. You're not getting ready for sleep because your body still thinks it's seeing light, seeing not sunlight, but like it's getting the blue light from your screens. So this does not tell your body to wind down. Make your bedroom dark, make it quiet, and make it cool. So turn your air conditioning down a little bit to make it cooler. They say that being in a cooler environment is better for your sleep, for sure. So yeah, you wanna subconsciously tell your body that, hey, we're getting ready to go to bed. Like it's time to start winding down to get ready to go to bed, and this will help you ease into that better sleep. So this is what you can do. And then also try calming down a little bit before bed. Like have a little nighttime routine that kind of calms you down and gets you ready. Like it could be something like reading, or you could be taking a warm bath, taking a shower or something, and this kind of gets your mind ready and gets you in that mood to go to sleep. So if you usually stay up scrolling on your phone, try putting it in another room. Like when you go into the bed, put your phone in a different room to charge it. If you have that temptation, if you can't resist it, you may have to put it in a different room or something. Now, I know some of y'all are saying, well, it's my alarm clock. I got to have it. Well, maybe you should look into buying a separate alarm clock. That's not your phone. If it's giving you problems and you can't go to sleep on time. Number 5, cut down on sugar. I think we've all heard this by now. Too much sugar is not good for us. I mean, yeah, sugar is not all sugar is bad. Like I said earlier, fruit has sugar in it. I wouldn't say that's bad. It's kind of natural sugar. That's okay. But too much sugar can lead to weight gain. It can lead to energy crashes. It can lead to long-term health problems like diabetes. So cutting back on this sugar, it's going to help you feel more energetic. It's going to help you feel more focused. And it's just going to be overall more healthy for you. So how can you start doing this? Swap out your sugary drinks. Swap out your soda for water, for tea, even sparkling water. Quit drinking the sugary drinks. I even am a fan of the diet drinks, so that use the artificial sweeteners. I know some people are against artificial sweeteners. Some people think they're okay. That's for you to determine for yourself. I actually think they're okay. I don't necessarily think they're good for you. They're definitely not good for you, but they're better than drinking the sugary drinks that we know have sugar in them, in my opinion. So they've done like studies on it. It's known fact that if you swap out your regular sodas for sugar-free sodas, that it actually does help you lose weight. So take that for what you want. If you're against artificial sweeteners, that's up to you. But then maybe you shouldn't be drinking sodas at all then, if that's the case. So yeah, just swap out those sugary drinks for water. That's what I do. Choose whole fruits instead of candy, instead of dessert. Like I said, the fruits are going to have sugar in them, but they're natural sugars, so they're better for you than the added sugars in later. So that's a good choice. Read your food labels. Avoid products that have a lot of added sugar. So look on all food labels have added sugar in there. Look at it and see what it is. Look for if it's high, don't eat it. Also, look for other things like high fructose corn syrup. This is sugar, cane sugar. Look in the ingredients that's on the product label. Look for that. You want to avoid high fructose corn syrup if you can. It's not good for you. And then I know we all get that sweet tooth. We all want some sugar. Trust me, I do myself. But you can satisfy this sweet tooth with something like dark chocolate or a small piece of fruit. Just a healthier option, something that's not as bad for you. You can still treat that sweet tooth. You don't have to avoid the sweet tooth. I know we all get that kind of craving. I do myself. So that's just a good little hack there. Dark chocolate's a little better for you than regular chocolate, or I say fruit. Swap out all your junk food basically. Swap it out for fruit. That's what I do. That's the easiest thing because fruit to me is good. I like it. It tastes good. It satisfies that sweet tooth, that craving that you get, and it's a better option for you. So that's what I would do. Number 6, eat protein with every meal. I'm a big advocate for protein. You need to eat 1 pound of 1 gram of protein per pound of your body weight. That's why I say that should be your goal. Protein is going to help build and repair your muscles. It's going to help keep you full for longer. It's going to give you steady energy throughout the day. It's going to give you those amino acids that you need to repair, to get better, to get stronger. How can you start incorporating this into every meal? Add eggs to your breakfast. Eat Greek yogurt for a snack. It's a great snack. Add a protein shake to your day, throughout your day, especially around your workouts. Add a protein shake. Include lean meats like chicken, turkey, fish, even plant-based proteins like beans or tofu. Add all these to your meals. It's going to be good for you. For snacks, you can snack on some nuts, some seeds, or even some cheese. But be careful with the nuts. Nuts can have a lot of calories per protein. So be careful on those, how much you're eating. Just be cautious of that. But yeah, just add in protein meals, snacks. I think y'all know pretty much what has protein in it. Meats is going to be your best source of protein. If you're a vegetarian, obviously you're going to have to find different ways to add protein into your meals, but the majority of people are not. So just add meat to your meals, and try to make them lean meats. Don't get meats that are super, super high in fat. I mean, I'm not saying don't eat any fat. I mean, a lot of meat has fat in it, and you do need some fat, but just be careful with how much of the fatty meats you are eating. I typically go for the leaner cuts. So like if I'm getting ground beef, I'll get the 93.7 ground beef because it has less fat in it. It's a little bit better for you. So just be cautious of how much fat you're eating with your meats. Like bacon's gonna be very high in fat. So don't eat too much. Don't use that as an excuse just to eat a bunch of bacon because you need more protein. I would go for more leaner cuts of meat. So if you're feeling hungry, an hour after lunch or so, try adding more protein to your meals because this will help you stay satiated longer. It'll help you feel fuller for longer, and then you won't be as tempted to go eat more food after, eat more snacks. Number 7, take breaks from your screens. Way too much screen time. It can put a strain on your eyes. It can mess with your sleep. It can affect your posture. That's a big one. That's the one I have a problem with. It affects my posture. So taking breaks from these screens, it can help you feel more refreshed, help you feel more focused, help you feel present. It can take away the all the negativity that comes from social media and things like that. So, how you can start is I see this little rule. I've never actually heard of this rule, but I just heard of this recently. Is follow the 20-20-20 rule. So what does 20-20-20 rule mean? So every 20 minutes, look at something 20 feet away for 20 seconds. So I know it's kind of a weird thing, but it's kind of a way to kind of trick yourself into not looking at your phone screen, basically. So every 20 minutes, look at something 20 feet away for at least 20 seconds. So it gets you off the screen. So if you're sitting like at a desk, at a screen, well, every 20 minutes, you have to look away from the screen to look at something else. So it's kind of, I know it's kind of a small little thing, but you can try that if you want. You can set a timer. Every hour or so, take a 5-minute break. Use that time, stretch, walk around like I was talking about earlier, moving your body more. Use that time to do that, and this will get you away from the screen, give you a little mental reset. It'll be good for you. Also, spending time outdoors without your phone, It just gives your eyes a break, gives your brain a break. You can relieve some of that stress that you have looking at the phone all day. I don't think our bodies are meant to look at a screen all day. I know a lot of this technology is very new. I mean, I know it's been around for years now, but in the grand scheme of things, it's very new. Like we haven't had the internet for very long, like 20 some, 30 some years at this point. I don't know. And not very long. It hasn't been mainstream. So I think, unfortunately, our generation is going to see a lot of health, not benefits, but health problems when we get older in the future from looking at these screens all day. And I know I'm looking at a screen right now as I'm recording this video, so I'm guilty of it myself. But I just don't think we've been around long enough and we've experienced this exposure to screens long enough to really see the health negatives from it, like the health problems that's going to come from it. So I think when we get older, we're going to have some problems. We just ain't figured it out yet. Like, it hasn't happened yet. It was just like, for example, it's like smoking cigarettes. Like when cigarettes first came out, nobody knew they were a problem. Like everybody smoked cigarettes back in the day because it was cool at the time. Like nobody knew they had all these side effects that would happen way down the road. Well, now that people know that you're going to get cancer from it eventually, 20, 30, 40 years down the road, they stop doing it. Well, I think it's kind of the same with these screens. I'm not saying we will for sure, but I think we're going to see some kind of problems like that. And it may not even be like from us looking at the screen. It may be like from our posture. So when everybody's looking at a phone, they're looking down. Their heads, if you're watching the video, your head's down like this all day. That's creating posture problems in your neck and your back. You're probably slouched over in your chair. So we're going to see like little health problems like this come up in the future, I feel like. I mean, hopefully I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong, but we'll see. So I think taking breaks from screens is going to be good for your health. Even though you may not see a direct benefit from it, I think it will help you in the long run. So just keep that in mind. Number 9, stand up and stretch. Kind of already hit on this a little bit, but sitting too long can make your muscles tight. It can make them shorten. It can hurt your posture. It can even slow down your metabolism in some situations. So stretching helps improve flexibility. It can help reduce stiffness. It's just going to make you feel better. It's going to help your posture, things like that. So how to start? Stand up and stretch your arms, your legs, and your back every hour or two or so. When you take your 5-minute break from the screens, you use that time to move your body, to stretch. That's a great little habit that you can start throughout your day. You can start with simple stretches. You don't have to do nothing crazy. Just do a little bit. Touch your toes. Twist your body side to side. Put your arms above your head. Stretch out your torso. Things like that. Reach for the sky. Little simple stretches to just keep your body moving. Keep you, what's that word? Limble? That's not the word. What's the word? Not flexible. Oh, well, yeah. Just keep your body flexible. Take a short walk. Do a few squats. Get the blood flowing, get it going. Do some little body weight exercises, even if you have to, if you can. So if you've been sitting at your desk for hours, stand up, do a quick stretch, walk around, move your body. It's going to be good for you. Number 10, and this is a simple one, and it's just to smile and be kind to yourself. Our mental health is very, very important. So it's just as important as our physical health, in my opinion. So being positive, being kind to yourself, this can help reduce stress. This can help boost your mood. And it can just improve your overall well-being. So don't be so hard on yourself. Smile, relax a little bit, be kind to yourself. So how can you start doing this? Write down one thing every day that you're grateful for, at least one. I like to do a couple. But yeah, just or you don't even have to write it down. Take some time. Like if you do like a little morning routine or something, if you do a devotion or something, use that time to be grateful for something. Think about something you're grateful for, write it down. And also you could do affirmations as well. I like to do that as well. Give yourself a compliment. Celebrate those small wins that you do. And just hype yourself up, boost yourself up. And it's going to be good for your mental health. So practice self-care. Maybe you need to take a relaxing bath. Maybe you need to read a book. Take a day off if you need to. And just relax. Do some kind of self-care, something that you like. There's all kinds of different self-care. Do one that you enjoy. Also, surround yourself with positive people who make you feel good. Don't be around a bunch of negative Nancy's that just are always griping and complaining about something. Be somebody around people that are gonna cheer you up. That are in a good mood, that are positive, saying good things about you or good things about themselves. Y'all, that's another thing. I hate being around people that always are negative all the time. Like I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I want to hear about your problems. I got problems I'm dealing with. You got problems you dealing with. I don't want to hear about it. So keep it to yourself. Yeah, just surround yourself with like-minded people, people that are positive, and I think it'd be good for you. It'd be good for your mental health because you don't want to be around negative stuff all the time. So, if you're ever feeling down, write down 3 things about yourself that you like or something that you're proud of accomplishing. And this can just be a simple little like gratitude practice that you can do to remind yourself that everything's gonna be okay, that you're doing good, things like that. So yeah, and that's my 10 simple everyday things that everybody can do right now to improve their health. They're pretty simple things, basic things that you probably already know, but it's good to put them all together and see how you can just do these little things throughout your day to impact your overall health and well-being for the long term. Yeah, doing all 10 of these things at once, like one day, is not really gonna affect your health that much because it's such a small thing. But doing them day after day after day and stacking those on top of each other day after day is going to have a major impact on your health. So it's very important. So what I would suggest is don't try to tackle all 10 at one time if you're not already doing them. Focus on 1 or 2. Like pick 1 or 2 of these. Focus on that for a week, and readjust at the end of the week. Say, okay, I did good at these. Maybe let's add another one. Let's add a third, and let's try to do that one this week. Or if you didn't do well, I don't say, okay, let's do these 2 again. Or maybe I need to dial it back and just pick one and focus on that one, and just start stacking these on top of each other, and then they'll become habits, and you'll be able to stick to them over time. That's how I would suggest to do it. But yeah, thank y'all so much for tuning in. I had a great time hanging out and chatting with y'all. Hope y'all got something from the podcast today. Take these 10 things and start incorporating them into your everyday life, and you will see improvements in your health. So yeah, hope y'all have a great day. See y'all next week. Y'all tune in. Subscribe to the podcast, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, wherever you're at. We're at the Fitness Beginner Podcast. Leave a review if you would. I'd appreciate it. 5-star. Also, share the podcast with somebody that you know that needs to get started on their fitness journey. So, yeah. I think that's all I got. Y'all have a great day. Peace, love, protein. We out.